From exposing a fake financial guru.
This guy's entire personality is money. He's like a real-life Mr. Krabs, but with even skinnier arms.
To baiting YouTube's biggest copyright troll.
I'm just spitting on you and making fun of you for the absolute clown that you are, and I can do that.
Here are 5 times YouTube scandalous celebrities got humiliated by Penguinz. Starting with YouTube's failed comedian, whose feud with Penguinz would lead to the total collapse of his channel, Def Noodles. In August 2022, announced he would be hosting his first Super Roast battle. However, despite hyping it up for weeks, right from the start, it was a disaster.
You look like you woke up in a dumpster.
Probably. You're like my cousin if you were a girl.
Thank you. I bet you cried when you got those tattoos.
I did.
Since Def had promised that it would be one of the best roasts ever, the internet quickly turned on him. This video was 15 minutes of me trying to make it through the secondhand embarrassment. This literally healed my social anxiety like no situation ever. I actually couldn't watch the roast battle. I had to fast forward. Given Def's damaged reputation and the event's complete failure, it didn't take long for Charlie to take notice, earning him major criticism.
This was a complete disaster. Like on a level I haven't seen before. Imagine Fire Festival, but if it actually happened and was worse than anyone could have imagined.
In response, Def would release a video mocking Charlie with a sarcastic apology.
The greatest crime that I committed was to have caused the great moist critical to cringe. I would like to extend my sincerest apologies for causing you to cringe while watching my roast battle.
But despite the initial failure of his first ever roast battle, Jeff would announce a second roast battle, and this time it was a complete disaster. Prompting another response from Charlie a day later.
I could watch my grandfather get hit by a train right in front of me, and I still wouldn't be as traumatized by that as I was watching this stand-up special. Dunking your own head into a bucket of hydrochloric acid would be less painful than watching that super roast battle.
Ultimately, due to his numerous questionable antics, Def would make a shocking announcement.
As of 2 days ago, my channel was effectively banned from YouTube, not in the traditional sense of a ban, but YouTube has removed me from the partner program with no explanation.
But this would have no effect on the public's opinion. People have got to realize that Penguinz doesn't destroy other YouTubers. He just calls them out on their shitty behaviors. And then the YouTubers themselves have a massive meltdown, leading to them destroying their reputations themselves. But while Def Noodles' beef with Charlie would lead to the demonetization of his channel, the next YouTuber would learn the hard way after being schooled by Charlie, Jason Wojo, a fake financial guru in 2023, would become infamous after a clip of him threatening to steal your girl went viral.
If you have a girlfriend, I hope you realize that you're actually single right now. Let's take you, for example, and me, and we both pull up and we go to your girl. If I'm pulling up in my Batmobile, you're not gonna win that battle. She's gonna go with me, because you're probably sitting there and maybe you're making 40 grand a year, 60 grand a year.
And while he continued to gain more notoriety for his dumb, motivational content.
I truly just think he either rinsed it for these videos, or even more depressingly, drained all of his finances to make that big purchase with that belief that this car would be enough to convince people that he has a lot of money. Like, he specced all of his points into delusion here and is just letting it rip. Like, this McLaren means I'm successful. I gotta fake it till I make it. This is how I do it.
Here's why the gym does not matter. I'm tired of guys that are like, oh, I'm going to the gym, I'm trying to get fit. I feel like I have pretty decent tone.
This degenerate behavior would catch Charlie's attention, and in August 2023, he would finally react to Jason's humiliating behavior.
This guy's entire personality is money. He's like a real-life Mr. Krabs, but with even skinnier arms. So he believes because he has money that he's entitled to women and women find him irresistible. You can tell by looking at him, this was no jock in high school. This wasn't exactly the prom king. Yet he pretends that he is now. He talks about how successful his businesses are now. He has a 9-figure business. He has all of this money. Though I don't necessarily take him at his word because I just don't believe this guy says.
Not less than a few hours later, Jason Wojo would reply, "Keep giving me views, making my reaction video now to this clown." And true to his words, Jason released a reaction video where he spent the time bragging about his McLaren and trying to prove that he was better.
This part pisses me off because he says the name wrong like 8 times in a row. It's not McLaren, it's McLaren. Okay, so that's how we know this guy doesn't really have a lot of status. He doesn't understand these things.
Not knowing when to give up, Jason would then challenge Penguinz0 to a fight.
We should do a boxing match with him because he does not. I'll box this guy. I'll do something with him because I guarantee you he can't outrun me in a mile.
Prompting Charlie to make one final video.
When you challenge someone to a fight because they made jokes about you, I feel like you lose on the spot because all you're showing is that the jokes hurt your feelings. They got under your skin.
And not satisfied with the beating he got the first time, Jason would release a second video in response.
It's funny because if you look at his last videos for the last 7 days, I have more views than all of them. So he's using this as leverage right now, and so am I, obviously.
Earning him major backlash from the internet community. The irony of this dude trying to talk like he's above Charlie, when Charlie is actually monetarily more financially successful than he is. Please keep making content. You are a delusional walking meme. This dude is not a clown, he is the whole circus. But if Jason ended up looking like a complete laughingstock due to his ego, the next YouTuber's greed would be her undoing. Penguinz0 on November 13, 2023, would announce that she was releasing her own brand of cookies. Fans were initially excited about the new product and couldn't wait to get their hands on it until it was revealed that each cookie cost $7 per cookie. This led to intense backlash, and in response to this, Penguinz0 would try to address it, only to end up insulting and alienating her fans.
Like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Leading to another round of backlash. Calling the people who basically pay for your lifestyle broke idiots might be one of the most shoe-size IQ moves I've ever seen. Penguinz0 just called her personal piggy banks broke. I don't know why people keep giving money to these streamers that obviously have no respect for anyone but themselves. Naturally, the video drew Charlie's attention, who wasted no time roasting her.
I had to take a step back to process that she would just say that publicly. I was so dumbfounded upon hearing that I actually went back to her stream VOD where this happened to try and locate this moment to see what happened next. Because this is only 20 seconds. I thought there was a chance that right after it, she's like, no, just kidding, I'm pulling your leg, hardy har har, just a joke. She doesn't do that.
She actually called people dumb for not being able to do the math. For anyone wondering, the original cookies are 71 cents per ounce. Hers are $1.75 per ounce. Turns out we can do maths and she's wrong. In the end, Penguinz0 apologized and still retained much of her audience. But unlike Penguinz0, the next YouTuber, arrogant and vindictive behavior would lead him to disappear from YouTube forever. Tech Lead. On April 29, 2020, a YouTuber by the name of Trend Black revealed that he had just been doxxed and threatened by a fellow YouTuber, Tech Lead.
On April 26, 2020, I was doxxed online by 2 elite-level entrepreneurs. For months leading up to the event, I was sent numerous threats, some of which included my family.
This immediately drew the attention of CoffeeZilla, who would then speak out defending Trend Black.
2 large YouTubers, one with 400,000 subscribers and one with 700,000 subscribers, each played a role in doxing, blackmailing, and threatening a much smaller YouTuber named Trend Black. A few days ago, one of them released his full name on a web page that was designed to try to make sure that he never got a job. That was preceded by several days, even months of threats.
Following these eye-opening allegations, the backlash was swift and immediate. Now we know why tech lead got fired from all his jobs, got divorced, and why nobody on YouTube trusts him. Doxing someone is all fun and games until you mess with someone who is a bigger psychopath than you are, and that psychopath decides to hunt you down in real life. Following this outpouring of criticism and ridicule, tech lead would finally back down and Trend Black's video would be reinstated on the platform. But it didn't take long for tech lead to be at it again, this time with the internet anarchist. To make matters worse, he openly bragged about it.
I tend to copyright strike down any expose videos on me because I understand that these are not real exposés. There's no journalism involved in here at all. Welcome to the world of business where people are afraid that they're going to be doxxed. Well, if you're going to come into business and do business in this world,
this incensed the internet, including Charlie, who immediately shared his thoughts on it.
This delusional douchebag attempted to take a victory lap over internet anarchist's corpse, gloating about his abuse of the YouTube copyright system. His sensitive little feelings led to the hatred blinding his eyes like cataracts, and him not realizing that he is openly admitting to something you are not allowed.
Charlie then dared him to copyright strike his channel.
Legally. You're more than welcome to try. I will 100% use every single resource available to the entire legal firm that we have at our agency, Mana, which I am an owner of, to absolutely take you to court.
Earning him praises from internet anarchist himself. Thank you so much for making this video. It has been a very stressful last 48 hours, but I'm glad we won in the end. And others, as a tech guy, I'm glad someone has finally exposed tech lead. He has been such a clickbait for younger tech enthusiasts over the past few years. Following the controversy surrounding the drama, tech lead would disappear from YouTube forever, much like the next influencer whose reckless decision to dox her colleague would nearly be her undoing. Sniper Wolf. On October 2023, following a long feud with rival Jack Films, Sniper Wolf would make one of the biggest mistakes of her career, followed by an image of his home and a caption that read, "Let's talk like adults." By sharing his address and a photo of his home, Sniper Wolf exposed him to her millions of followers, putting his life in danger. This shows how out of touch many influencers are with reality. Stalking someone and sharing their address without permission on a platform where you have millions of followers is obviously not right, and most especially Penguinz.
YouTube isn't really holding her accountable. Temporarily suspending her monetization is a punishment, sure, but it's not exactly one that fits the crime.
In the end, Sniper Wolf's behavior would alienate her fans, causing her to lose a significant portion of her audience.